He's going to resurrect the dead. He had complete conviction in that. But he wanted to see an example of that in this dunya. He became curious after Namrud asked him that question. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he says the following. He said, if you want that, if you want to see me giving life to the dead, then do the following. And this is what I made this video for. I want you to concentrate on what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks Ibrahim alayhi salam to do, and how it links up with the fallacious conditions that the Wahhabi Najdiyya have put when it comes to istighatha. They say, the Wahhabiyya have made takfir of the masses of Muslims, Sunnis and non-Sunnis. They made mass takfir of all of us based on us permitting istighatha. They said, for you to be allowed to make istighatha li ghayrillah, for other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there must be 3 conditions. If these 3 conditions are not met, then if you make istighatha, then you're a mushrik, you're out of the fold of Islam. What are these 3 conditions that they have? They said the person has to be alive, he has to have ability to respond to you, and he has to have sama', he has to be able to hear you. So he has to be he has to be present, he has to be alive, and he has to be able. And if you call upon anyone that does not meet these 3 conditions, then it's shirk. So we're going to see what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala orders Ibrahim alayhi salam to do. And the simple question that arises is, what would the Wahhabi Najdis label such an action? Was what Ibrahim alayhi salam done shirk or not? Because it clearly does not fulfill the conditions that they've put forward. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he says, قَالَ فَخُذْ أَرْبَعَةً مِّنَ الطَّيْرِ فَصُرْهُنَّ إِلَيْكَ ثُمَّ اجْعَلْ عَلَى كُلِّ جَبَلٍ مِّنْهُنَّ جُزْءًا ثُمَّ ادْعُوهُنَّ يَأْتِينَكَ سَعْيًا وَاعْلَمْ أَنَّ اللَّهَ عَزِيزٌ حَكِيمٌ. More or less, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he says to Ibrahim alayhi salam, if you want to see me giving life to the dead, then do the following. Bring forward 4 birds. The Mufassirin, they said, Ibrahim alayhi salam brought forth 4 different types of birds from different species. I won't go into the details. Some say that he brought like a crow and a peacock and a hen and something else. But regardless, so we know it's 4 birds from 4 different species. And then he was ordered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to slaughter these birds. So Ibrahim alayhi salam slaughtered the 4 birds. Then he was ordered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to chop them up into pieces. So Ibrahim alayhi salam, he followed suit, he chopped them up into pieces. Then he mixed them all up. He mixed their feathers and they made all up. And then he made 4 piles. And then he was ordered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take 1 pile and place it on 1 mountain. Take another pile, place it on a 2nd mountain. Take a 3rd pile, place it on a 3rd mountain, and 4th pile on the 4th mountain. Then Ibrahim alayhi salam came down from the mountain, and what did he do? Ud'uhun. He made dua to the birds. He made what? Dua to the birds. What is this action considered, ya Wahhabiyya? They're going to say, Akhi, no, it's a different type of dua here. It's not a ibadi dua. It's not an act of worship. It's just a linguistic dua. Oh, really? That's what we've been telling you all this time. All of this time, what we're trying to tell you is when a person makes dua istighatha through Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam, or an angel, or one of the awliya, he's not making a dua of ibadah. He's making a linguistic dua. He's calling out, but not with the intention of worship. Just like here, Ibrahim alayhi salam is making what? A dua. A dua of ibadah, no. A linguistic dua. He's just calling out to the birds, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered him. For a dua to be considered as an act of worship, it must come with a certain belief. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states to us in Surah Al-Kahf, about those that worship other than Allah and make dua to other than Allah, believing that they are God. He says subhanahu wa ta'ala, لَن نَدْعُوَ مِن دُونِهِ إِلَهًا لَن نَدْعُوَ مِن دُونِهِ إِلَهًا. That the Ashab al-Kahf, the youngsters that sought refuge from the corruption and the kufr of their time, and they went into the cave, what did they say to one another? They said, لَن نَدْعُوَ, we shall not call upon other than Allah as an ilah, as a God. So dua with the belief that the one that you're calling onto is a God. If that dua is made for other than Allah, then yes, it's shirk, it's kufr, out of the fold of Islam. But if it's a dua which is linguistic dua, then it's not kufr, it's not shirk. Whether these conditions are met or not. The proof of it is here, the story of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Allah ordered him to make dua to the birds. Are the birds present? No, they're far away. Are they alive? No, they're dead. Are they able to respond to his call? No, they don't have ability. So it goes against all of your fallacious conditions. What do you guys have to say about the action of Ibrahim alayhi salam? Is it an act of kufr or not? And what do you guys have to say about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordering him to commit this act? What we simply say is there's absolutely nothing wrong with what Ibrahim alayhi salam said or done, and it's completely justified, starting from the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one that legislated for Ibrahim alayhi salam to perform such an action. And second of all, because the prophets and messengers are protected, are ma'asumeen, are infallible when it comes to things of shirk and kufr and ma'asiyah. So anyways, Ibrahim alayhi salam, he makes the call. He says, oh birds, come to me. Oh birds, come to me. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, through his infinite qudra, he made the birds, he put life back into the birds. The Mufassirin, they say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, through his infinite qudra, made the bird pieces that were chopped up return to the original bird. The feathers return to the original bird. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put life into the birds. They heard, with the permission of Allah, they heard the call of Ibrahim alayhi salam, and they came down to him. And when Ibrahim alayhi salam seen this magnificent sight, this miracle before his eyes, he increased in his conviction in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's promise regarding the resurrection of the dead after they pass away.